We're going to do a 2019 and 2020 NBA redraft. So what we're going to do is that Riv, me, and Drew will all have 5 picks. We're going to pick 15 players. It's basically us ranking both draft classes together and picking the best players combined from those draft classes. So we're going to try to create a starting 5 using those two draft classes. This should be a lot of fun. We still haven't decided who has the first pick. So we're going to flip a quarter right now and decide that. So
how are we going to do that with 3 people?
All right, so it's me versus you. Whoever wins goes against Joel.
So I'm the kingpin, and you guys, I'm in the finals. You guys are in the conference
it's cap,
finals.
actually. So now I got it. Whoever wins, right, you go to the next round. Then it'll be me and Joel. Whoever loses gets the 3rd pick.
Oh, okay.
And
So
then
so loser faces me, and okay,
exactly. All right, I'll call it in there.
That's some
All right, here we go. Test. Fails, baby. Give me that.
What is it? It's heads.
Yep.
So Riv won. Okay, so
Every
Riv,
time. No. It's not yet.
Riv right now has the number 1 pick. Now it's Drew and I. I'm gonna call it.
No, and then if whoever wins this faces Riv for the number 1 pick.
Yeah, so it's us. So
But
we're fighting for the number 2 pick.
Correct.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Call it.
Tails.
All right. We got a chance.
wait, I don't have to play him because I beat him already, right?
No, yeah,
That's a fact.
So you get the second pick.
All right,
Yeah,
fair enough.
I told you I'd go first.
This guy every time, bro.
Jesus.
Okay,
All right.
so with the first pick in the 2020-2019 NBA redraft, Riv selects
John Morant. It has to be John Morant.
Wow.
It's in terms of
over Zion.
yes.
Over LaMelo?
Duh. And think about it. In the last, since all these guys have been in the league, who has impacted their team the most, has turned their team the most respectable, and has made the playoffs and put on the show? It's been John Morant. And then this year, he's in the MVP conversation. He's been modest improvements every year. He's turned Memphis into a relevant basketball team. It has to be John Morant. In terms of changing my franchise, I have the number 1 pick. I got to go John Morant.
Write that down so you keep track of your lineup.
I'm here.
Okay, so John Morant, that's your first overall pick. Now, with the second overall pick in this redraft, Drew selects.
I'm gonna go LaMelo Ball. Only reason I'm not going Zion is because the weight's a concern for me. He's over 300 right now. Obviously, he's had some injury issues up until this point in his career. He's a freak of nature when he's on the court. It's clear as day. When he's healthy, when he's on, he's giving you a minimum of 27 a night. He's like that. But I'm worried about it. For the long term, at least right now, he scares me. He's getting up there in weight. He loves that gumbo in New Orleans for some reason. He can't lay off of it. But I'm going with LaMelo because obviously of the ways that he impacts the game, both offensively, defensively. Offensively, not only is he a solid, borderline elite scorer, he facilitates the offense so well. He's a rebounder on top of that. He's got size. He's got athleticism. So I'm going LaMelo.
Wow. You guys just made the 2 biggest mistakes on draft night.
That's what they said before.
Yeah.
And now look at him.
Yeah.
Okay, with the 3rd overall pick, Team Joel, I'm selecting Zion Williamson. The fact that you, with the first look, I'm not mad that you picked Ja Morant over Zion. I know that Ja has done more so far, but Zion is the better player.
Availability is the best ability.
That's true, but in this redraft, we're taking into account that they're going to be relatively healthy.
It's scaring me though, bro. He's getting big.
And for one, the fact, look, I'm not that mad at you that you passed on Zion for
You
Ja.
gotta pass because you're River.
The fact that
that's what it is.
The fact that you
Come
passed
on.
on Zion for a LaMelo Ball. I love LaMelo, but it's Zion. This guy just had a historical second year. Compare second season with any NBA great of all time.
I might have to agree with him.
Look, I'm going with
crazy.
Zion. The fact that he fell to me, Zion, I got it. So to reiterate, the first 3 picks is basically the first round because we're doing 5 rounds. So with the first pick, you selected
John Morant.
You
I
selected
went LaMelo Ball,
and I went with Zion Williamson. So that's our team so far.
Before we continue, so you would have picked LaMelo at 1.
yeah,
Wow.
I would have.
Okay.
Okay.
Continue. Yeah, you're crazy.
So, with the 4th
I mean, it's
pick,
not that crazy. You think about it, obviously.
it is crazy.
I personally think there's only one person you could have took over Ja right now, and that would be Zion.
You think so? I mean, bro, his injury history has been scary up.
Well,
until
just
this
from a
point in
sheer
time.
talent perspective, I
But
think.
LaMelo, we've only seen him continue to get better and better, shooting the ball, rebounding the basketball, obviously facilitating. That's just his.
He's not as good as Ja though.
Not right
in
now.
terms of what, just
No,
as
not
a ball player right now, which is fine.
Ja's different.
Which is fine, but I'm talking for the long term. LaMelo seems to be the safest for me.
Poverty franchise.
Ja's explosiveness is going to get him very far in this league, but we don't know how long the longevity of his
Team Drew
explosiveness.
poverty
He's 22
franchise.
though. This is gonna be a while before something happens.
Team Drew poverty
For sure.
franchise.
Oh, no, definitely.
So with the 4th overall pick, Team Riv selects, and say it after the music stops.
I'm basing my team off a talent standpoint. You guys already took LaMelo. You took Zion. The next best player has got it. I'm going Darius Garland. I think right now Darius Garland has shown the ability to be a Steph Curry-like player in the sense of has the shooting ability, has the range, be that type of playmaker, be able to basically impact his team on ways without the ball. And I think right now the improvement in his game is showing. He's become a better player. He's starting to be more efficient with the ball. He's starting to be more efficient in his shooting. And I think he's going to be an elite point guard down the road. So I'm going to go Darius
I
Garland.
love Garland, but you're going with Garland over Hero and Anthony Edwards.
Listen, let that.
Oh, my God.
It's too late. It's too
You
late.
made your pick
You're
already.
done
It's
for.
over.
I got
I
the
looked at
squad
it wrong.
now.
Damn.
He's mad. Because obviously, hit my music,
Let the record
please.
show I wouldn't have picked Garland over Anthony. I just
That's all right. Hit
Now
my
with the
music.
5th
Hit my music.
overall pick, Drew selects.
Mr. Anthony Edwards.
damn.
Oof, what a steal this one was, without a doubt. Garland obviously is a solid ball player. I'm sure you know you're not taking him over Anthony Edwards. Obviously, his scoring abilities are already getting up there as one of the most impressive in the league. Doing this at this young of an age is truly impressive to me. Averaging around 24 points per game this season alone, and he hasn't even really broke the surface yet. I think that he's only going to continue to evolve in his game on all sides of the ball. He just needs to be a little bit more efficient. I feel like that's the one thing he's lacking right now, but I have no doubts he'll clean that up. So obviously, this is a no-brainer for me. I'm going Anthony Edwards.
Now with the 6th overall pick, Team Joel, I'm selecting somebody who has broken out this season. I'm going with Tyler Hero. Listen, this was tough because between Hero and Garland, it is very close, but I think Tyler Hero is a better scorer. He can play the point guard position somewhat well. He can manage an offense. Because of that, I'm going to pair up Tyler Hero with Zion Williamson. I'm taking him over Darius Garland, and I like my team so far with Zion and Tyler.
You
So,
got a Q team.
so after the second round, Riv, your team is...
John Moran and Darius Garland.
Sick boy.
Yo, Edwards is literally number 2 on my board. I'm so mad that I just
I'd
whatever.
be so sick.
And your team, Drew,
I
is...
got LaMelo and I got Anthony Edwards.
and me, I have Zion and Tyler Hero.
Poverty-stricken
This guy's
franchise.
team stinks.
Now with the 7th overall pick, Team Riv selects.
I already have my backcourt settled. This, you know what? I'm gonna have to go RJ Barrett. I have to go RJ Barrett with the fact that I have John Morant, with the fact that I have Darius Garland for spacing. I feel like bringing in RJ Barrett to be that type of wing that can defend and can get to the basket is only going to open up more for Darius Garland in the open floor. So I think I'm gonna take RJ. This could have went RJ. This could have went Patrick Williams. This could have went DeAndre Hunter. But I think RJ right now has shown the biggest improvement. He has shown the fact that he can be healthy, and I think right now he is better than both of them. So
Okay, hit my music.
Now with the 8th overall pick, Team Drew selects.
So I'm gonna take one of the better bigs in this. I guess these two draft classes combined. I'm gonna go James Wiseman.
Bro's taking a Wiseman.
Bro's
at
taking
8.
a big at 10.
Listen. He's good luck taking your bigs because you guys will be playing some small ball lineups.
That's what I plan on
I
doing.
mean, you got Zion, so you're gonna be all right.
Yeah,
but
I got my
you're
small
gonna be
ball five.
stressed. But regardless of that, obviously we haven't seen James Wiseman really break the surface yet. But even still, I do believe in his talents. He's a 6'10", 6'11"
He's
guy
7 feet tall.
which is even better for me. Obviously, like I said, we haven't seen him break the surface with the Warriors, but I do believe his game is going to translate well once he comes back from injury. I think that he can shoot the ball relatively well from the mid-range. I think that his inside game is pretty smooth. We just need to see him get some more minutes, but I do believe in James Wiseman, so I'm going with him.
And I like Wiseman, too. I do
Yeah,
like
for sure.
Wiseman.
I think we just need to see him on the court healthy, and I just think that with the way the Warriors are playing now, it'll be a little bit easier for him to get in the swing of things.
Now with the 9th overall pick, Team
Man.
Joel selects. So I'm fulfilling my backcourt. I'm going to select Darius Garland here. I'm going to have Garland and Hero in the backcourt.
Didn't he take Garland?
Oh, you took Garland?
I did
Took
took
Garland
Garland.
over
Oh my
Anthony
gosh.
Edwards.
You literally said I took Garland.
Oh my
Now,
god.
Riv screwed the whole board up when he went Garland over Edwards.
I wasn't sure you're going to take Garland.
Board
Okay.
in shambles.
Okay, with the 9th overall pick,
board in shambles.
I'm looking here and I'm looking at the point guard position. I could go with Cole Anthony. I could go with Tyrese Maxey. They're both phenomenal. but I feel like I need some defense on my team, and I'm going with Devin Vassell. I think Devin Vassell this year has really is coming into his own. Right now, I believe he's averaging 12 and a half points per game, shooting 47% from the field, 39% from three, and he is just a lockdown defender at that wing position. I'm fulfilling my wing position, so now I have Hero, Zion, and Vassell.
Question, did you even consider Halliburton? Or were you thinking more defensively, that's why you went Vassell?
I think Tyrese Halliburton, I was thinking about him, but I just don't know if the ceiling is there for him.
Okay.
You know, pre-draft, my comparison from was like Malcolm Brogdon. And in his rookie year, he played really well. But now in his second year, we're seeing guys like Cole Anthony and Maxey playing better than him.
Yeah.
Granted, it's early in the season, but Tyrese Halliburton, he's a good player.
Yeah.
But I just think Vassell has that upside that I'm looking for. I was considering another player, though, that you guys are going to be shocked because I'm thinking I'm going to take him. I think I'm going to take him sooner. So now with the 10th overall pick, or actually let's do our rounds first. So in the first 3 rounds, Riv's team is...
I got John Moran at the 1, Garland at the 2, and RJ Barrett is running my 3.
Ironically, I have the 1, 2, 3 of the 2020 draft. I got LaMelo, I got Anthony Edwards, and I got James Wiseman.
And I have Tyler Hero, Devin Vassell, and Zion Williamson. So
My team ain't that bad.
let's talk about players that are still on the board, right, at each position, because I made a big board for each position. So Ja, Garland, they're out. We still have Kevin Porter Jr., Cole Anthony, Halliburton, Emmanuel Quickley, and Tyrese Maxey. At the shooting guard position, we have Kobe White, Jordan Poole, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Taylor Horton-Tucker, and Desmond Bane. At the small forward position, we have DeAndre Hunter, Keldon Johnson, Cam Reddish, Terrence Mann, Sadiq Bey, Isaac Okoro, Pat Will, and Denny Advia. Power forwards, Rui, PJ Washington, Brandon Clark, Baisley, Cam Johnson, Xavier Tillman, and Obi Toppin. And our centers, Gafford, Claxton, Isaiah Stewart, and Onyeka Okongwu. So with the 10th overall pick, Team Riv is selecting who?
This is a wing league, man. This is a wing league.
It's going baby claw.
I gotta go Pat Will, man. I do.
I'm sick.
I got Pat Will on one wing, RJ Barrett on another wing. Two young defensive guys. Pat Will, he walked in his rookie year. He showed the ability to play defense at an elite level, and his potential is off the charts. I gotta go Patrick Will with my 10th pick.
I got a question for you.
Talk to me.
If Devin Vassell was there, were you still taking Pat Will over Vassell?
I would have really thought about it, but
Because for me, Vassell, it was between Vassell, Pat Will, and DeAndre Hunter.
yeah, the problem with Pat Will is his offensive game hasn't caught up, and it probably won't because of DeMar, Zach, and them. With Vassell, he has more time to grow, so I probably would have took Vassell at that moment, but you took him.
And with the 11th overall pick, Team Drew selects who?
Now, this shouldn't be a surprise to you guys. We just saw him have a little bias in his heart, and I might have a little bias in mine.
Your pick is dumb if you're going this way.
You think so?
If you pick THT over DeAndre Hunter, you are crazy.
DeAndre Hunter has been okay this season. He's been all right.
Go ahead. Do
you
your
know
thing.
what? I feel like no one's going to take him here, obviously. So you know what? I might have to wait on this. If he takes THT, it'd be ironic. And I don't see you taking him at all.
I
so
won't.
I'm going to wait on it, actually. I'm going to go Desmond Bane, believe it or not. I just think that the way that he's been playing these first 2 seasons in his career, he's a perfect 3-and-D guy. He can fit in almost any system, truthfully. Obviously, he's a solid 3-point shooter, but even more so, he's an elite defender. I feel like he'll fit perfectly on my team, especially with LaMelo running the point. You still got Anthony Edwards to be one of the primary scorers, and they're going to be seeing him in transition. He's going to be sitting in that corner wide open for a 3. And on the other side, obviously, he can lock up any 2-guard, any 3-guard. He's a good fit for my squad, so I'm going Desmond Bane.
I'm surprised none of you have taken Cole Anthony. Well, you have your guard position set up.
I got LaMelo. I really don't need him. And Bane obviously could play that 2, 3.
So you're taking Desmond Bane over
Fun fact,
DeAndre Hunter.
Edwards has actually logged 73% of his time
shooting guard?
at the 3.
Okay.
Back-to-back years.
Yeah.
So he's a 3.
So you're taking Desmond Bane. That's your pick. Okay. Pick 12. Team Joel is selecting. Now, this is tough for me because I have Cole Anthony on the board, Tyrese Halliburton,
You got some picks.
DeAndre Hunter,
Told you this
Maxey, Gafford. There are a lot of options to choose from. I think with Vassell, I have a lockdown defender. I look at my team, Hero, Zion can create for themselves. Vassell can spot up and shoot. Man, This is tough for me. I really can't decide, but I'm gonna spoil Drew's pick. I'm taking Taylor Horton Tucker.
You bastard! You're a bastard. This is your fault. This is your fault.
Don't listen to me. I'm trying to spoil your team. Why would you listen to me?
I'm sick.
Taylor Horton Tucker, he's been averaging 23 points per game this year. It's only been 3 games, but he's been one of the lone bright spots on the Lakers team. I think he has really good ball handling ability. He can drive to the basket. He's a much improved shooter this season, and he can play defense as well. So now I have Hero THD who can create, and Zion who's just a menace in getting to the paint. So I like my team so far.
Oh, you know what? I'm glad you did this. I'm extremely glad you did this because now I have the perfect opportunity to call both of you guys out. THC, he's really not that good.
No, I still believe.
He's really not that
you
good.
You think I changed my opinion?
I am. My mind is blown. So now you're in on THT.
I like THT.
Really interesting. Very interesting.
I'm more in on THT than it's just about fit for me though. Like between THT,
read your squad for me.
Between it's Tyler Hero, THT, Vassell, and Zion.
You still need a point guard.
Yeah, you're right. But
they're still available. Though,
I could take a point guard. I've had Halliburton, Cole Anthony available.
THT could play that 3. You're saying you got Hero. He'll obviously play the 2. Who you say Vassell? Ooh,
yeah,
that gets tough.
You're a small team.
Obviously, you guys not unless you're playing Zion.
I'm playing Zion at the 5.
Yeah,
he's gonna be my small ball 5. I have a small ball 5.
THT could kind of play that hybrid 4.
Because the thing is, look, I'm not. You took Wiseman.
Yeah,
I wasn't even gonna take Wiseman. He wasn't even on my board. I'm gonna be honest. Gafford, he's a great defender, but I can't take him over the guys
There's
that are
a lot
here
of
right
talent
now.
here.
So with the 13th overall pick, Team Riv selects who?
You took Wiseman. You took Zion. I'm looking to build the best defensive front court out here. Okay. So with that being said, I need a 5. And the best 5 out of this class, in my opinion, I think it'll be the best 5. I'm going to take Onyeka. I think I'm going to take the defensive big right now. It could have went Onyeka and DeAndre Hunter, but I refuse to run three undersized wings in my lineup. So I'm going to go RJ Barrett, Pat Will, Onyeka to build that front court, that long, lanky defensive front court. And I'll be fine with against Zion or against James Wiseman. So that's going to be my pick.
All right. Now with the 14th overall pick, Team Drew selects who?
So I think the last position I really need to solidify firmly is my power forward position. And Rui Hachimura has just been going round and round and round by without being selected. And
why would we select him?
Because Rui actually is a solid defender.
Aside from me blundering that Edwards pick, your team really would have been bad.
Why is that?
Because I feel like you
would have gave me Garland.
You wouldn't have picked Garland.
What do you mean?
I don't think you'd have picked Garland.
Who would I have picked then?
THT.
Oh my God! I took Bane over THT. So
you're taking?
I'm taking Rui Hachimura.
You're taking Rui over Hunter.
I am taking Rui over Hunter. I'm telling you, Hunter hasn't been that great this season.
He's been a lockdown defender.
And
Rui hasn't played.
Rui is a solid defender still, and we're only seeing his offensive game continue to evolve as he's been in the league. So I feel like that. The only position I really needed was a power forward, and Rui really can play that position for me perfectly. My lineup, you look at it, LaMelo obviously can run that point guard position. He has the size. He has the athleticism. He could play that 1, 2, or 3 if I really needed him to. Who was my 2 guard? Desmond Bane, obviously a perfect 3-and-D type player. Anthony Edwards, one of the best scorers or young scorers in our league right now. Rui Hachimura, same thing. I wouldn't say he's a 3-and-D player because obviously his 3-point shot isn't the best, but he can still get you a bucket if need be. And again, his defense is solid. And then James Wiseman, who, in my opinion, obviously we haven't seen what he can be, but at the same time, we still understand what his potential is. And we see that obviously he has the size, he has the athleticism, he has the shooting ability for a big. I love this team.
You're taking Rui with your 14th overall pick.
Correct.
Now I have a tough decision because I have Hunter, Maxey, Halliburton, and Cole Anthony still on the board. Now with the 15th overall pick, I'm selecting Tyrese Halliburton. I need a point guard. I need somebody to run the show. Hero can be my 2. And Cole Anthony, I love his game, but I think Halliburton can just play defense. And because I'm running a small ball 5 lineup, I need players who can defend. THT, Vassell, Halliburton, they can all defend. Hero's my only liability, but I think my perimeter defense is going to be fine. So I'm taking Halliburton. So with that being said, we finished our draft. So, Riv, name your team, your point guard to your center.
Okay, so John Moran is going to be running my offense. He's at the 1. Darius Garland is my 2. RJ Barrett, I'm going to play him at the 3. Pat Will is going to be my 4, and Onyeka at the 5.
You got a cute lineup. That's a cute lineup.
I'm going to lock you down.
No, definitely not. You're not locking down Anthony
Love
Edwards.
lockdown.
That's a classic. But regardless of that, my starting 5, like I just mentioned, we got LaMelo Ball running the point guard position. At the 2, we got Desmond Bane, that 3-and-D type player. Anthony Edwards, again, one of the best young scorers in our league. Rui Hachimura, we're just breaking into the NBA, really just not really touching the surface of what he could be yet. I love his game. And then obviously James Wiseman, another one of those players who I do believe in. And I think once his time comes, he'll make the most of it.
Now, my lineup is Tyrese Halliburton at the 1, Tyler Hero at the 2, THT at the 3, Devin Vassell at the 4, and Zion Williamson at the 5. I'll be honest, for having the 3rd overall pick, I think I picked better than you guys.
Be honest.
We'll let the fans decide that. We'll let the viewers decide that.
You picked Zion?
If you're watching this, let us know who has the best team. Is Team Drew's the best? Is Team Riv the best? Or is Team Joel the
I'm
best?
still stunned at the THT pick, man. The amount of disrespect that came out of your two.
Why do you keep adding? Remember you said don't put y'all?
No,
I wouldn't have picked him.
I'm saying
there was 20 guys I
y'all
would pick
still
before him.
disrespected him,
I will continue to do that.
which is wrong and
So
incorrect.
let's talk about some of the guys that did not make the cut. Cole Anthony, DeAndre Hunter, Tyrese Maxey did not make the cut. Kevin Porter Jr. did not make it. Kobe White, Jordan Poole, Nikhil Alexander-Walker did not make it. Keldon Johnson, Cam Reddish, Sadiq Bey
Matisse
did
Thybulle.
not make it. PJ Washington, Baisley, Tillman, Obi didn't make it, and Claxton and Isaiah Stewart and Gafford did not make it as well. So let's just talk about the players that didn't make it for a second. So Cole Anthony, he didn't make it for me because I just didn't want another scoring guard. That's really what it was. DeAndre Hunter, I already had my wing position solidified with Vassell, and I think THT is a better creator than DeAndre Hunter. Tyrese Maxey, I already had a scoring guard, but I would have loved to take him. KPJ, he's not a point guard, and he's been really inefficient this year.
Definitely.
And that's really it. And Jordan Poole, I have a better Jordan Poole than Tyler Hero.
I think for me, DeAndre Hunter was on my board at 10. I thought he would have got picked by one of us, but I just picking RJ Barrett, picking Pat Will. I like Pat Will's defense more, and RJ Barrett, I like his offensive game more a little bit, and I think he'll become a better player than DeAndre Hunter. For Cole Anthony, for me personally, I feel like Garland and John Moran are just better than him. I feel like the combination of scoring, shooting, and playmaking, Darius Garland exceeds Cole in that aspect, and John Moran, I don't even need to explain why he's better than Cole Anthony. But Rui, I had 13 on my board. Quickly's a guy I was thinking about a little bit. KPJ, Jordan Poole, Tyrese Maxey. But a lot of these guys at the end, they started coming on a little bit late with the guys I picked. We've seen them throughout the year, for the most part, modest success, improving drastically. For some of these guys, though, it's been kind of like just a recent thing.
The only one I could really see is not taking DeAndre Hunter. Obviously, DeAndre Hunter last season showed that he's a solid ball player. Defensively, obviously, he's a lockdown defender. And offensively, obviously, can still get you a bucket whenever. I wouldn't say whenever, but he can give you a bucket or two from time to time. He's a decent scorer. That being said, I just think that Rui Hachimura, a little bit more athletic. Still, you probably lose a little bit of defense, but you're getting a little bit more offense with Rui. It's just he's got to stay healthy and he's got to get his mind right.
So this was our 2019 and 2020 redraft. We combined both draft classes and drafted the best players available from each one, and we created a starting 5 out of them. So let us know who we missed, who we may have reached for, any of that good stuff, and let's see if you guys hate our list or you love our list.